Hey everyone, it's Kirk McLean here, and you're watching Clay's Canucks Commentary.
Let's try that again. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Clay's Canucks Commentary in the morning. Clay M Canucks Commentary for Wednesday, December the 17th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. Wednesday morning is the toughest morning for me, admittedly, because Tuesday night is my late night prayer night. So picture this. I'm at the church from 1 to 2 in the morning. By the time I get home, get settled, have a quick snack or a drink before I go to bed, usually around 2:30. Then I get up around ideally 7 and shower. But today I slept till 7:30. We'll do the show and then we'll shower right afterwards. So if my eyebrows or my hair is a little bit unkept, now you know why. But still the founder of the GLCPC, the good-looking Canucks Positivity Club. Moderators, do what you need to do to keep this a safe and respectful place. Members, that's Legends Hall of Fame and franchise members, thanks for your support. And to everyone else, no matter where you're watching from, whether my beautiful neighborhood of Seafton and Richmond, in the city, lower mainland, province, country, continent, around the world, thank you for being here. You know that I know that you could be doing anything else, watching anyone else, getting ready for work, school, or bed, or all three. But the fact that you're here with me, know how much I always appreciate you, know how much I never, ever take you for granted. So this is how you can get involved tonight. You can subscribe to the channel, get active in the chat session, get notified of my videos every single day. You can like the video, like the fact that we are together, like the fact that Thatcher Demko got a shutout, like the fact that Liam Ohgren scored. So now we have 2 of our 3 newcomers have already scored for the Vancouver Canucks, and like the fact that we continue to build a wonderful community here on YouTube. Like the fact that JT Miller lost. Just kidding. I know some of you guys like JT Miller. You can leave a donation, get the donation train out of the station, gift a membership, buy your membership, upgrade your membership, use your monthly membership message. And if listening on a podcast platform, you can rate and review. Good morning to all of you. I see in the chat, Skytrain Elfrin, Justin, Jackie, Sarah, Swervin Irvin, Tom Clayman, Unpaved, as well as many others. But those are the names that I see listed in the participants behind. Did I say Sarah? Sarah's here. Yeah, Big Storm for sure. He didn't say always take you for granted. Yeah, I've done that before for sure. And yes, I was muted. And look at this. As we get going, I love this. Someone bought themselves their own franchise membership. Welcome, Dynasty Gang 417. Welcome to franchise membership. That is awesome. Let's give some love to Dynasty. Dynasty, if you want to type your first name in, that's great because YouTube uses these weird usernames, not handles anymore. So let me know. Let me know. I'll try to refer to you by that. Otherwise, I'll refer to you as Dynasty. So thank you. Welcome to Dynasty. Let's give Dynasty some love in the chat. That is awesome. Great way to start this morning's show. Welcome to franchise membership. Dino's here. That is awesome. Half the traffic lights are not working. That's a good point. Canucks are too good now. Almost a healthy lineup to get a bottom 5 pick. Yes, that's what I kept saying last night too on the show. Not everyone agreed with me, but I said when Demko's playing like that, when PD comes back, and with our new guys who are all good, I think this team's too talented to be truly a bottom 5 team. Well, Unpaved says the Canucks are playing hockey again, 2 wins in a row. That is indeed. Isn't that the first time they've won 2 back-to-back games since October? Your chat name is Drew. Perfect. Dynasty is Drew. Welcome, Drew. I'm going to be on a walk on Friday when we have our talk. Yes, that is the end of tomorrow night, right? Drew O'Connor. I don't think it's Drew O'Connor, but Dynasty, I will call you Drew. All right, let's talk about last night's game. 3-0 win. You guys know in the evening shows, I do the goal visualizer. I do the stats, the box score, standings and scores. In the morning shows, which are quicker, they're only half an hour, I do what I liked, what I didn't like, and what they said, and one other thing. So let's go with that. What I liked. Well, obviously, Thatcher Demko, 23 saves, for the shutout. He's so good. He's so calm when he's on top of his game, when he's healthy, and I don't mean that sarcastically. He's easily one of the top 5 goalies. Some would argue one of the top 3 goalies in the league, but he's playing like it. He's only allowed 1 goal in the past. We beat New Jersey 3-1, right? What the heck was the New Jersey score? 4-1? Whatever it was. He hasn't let in a lot of goals in the past 2 games. So what I liked, obviously I liked Thatcher Demko. I like the fact that Evander Kane used the linesman as a pick. I tried to explain on my stream yesterday where the linesmen are supposed to be, and the linesman was trying to get back to his spot, which is on the blue line, but he chose to do so. In doing so, he split Evander Kane and the defenseman Robertson, and it was awesome. And then Evander Kane had a nice finish. Evander Kane's got nice hands, for a more power player. He's pretty good. I do like the fact that Liam Ohgren scored. So 1 game after Zeev Buium scored, Liam Ohgren scored. So if the pattern remains true, that means that Marco Rossi is supposed to score on Friday when the Canucks play the Islanders. And then, so I liked all those things. Sherwood with 6 hits. He didn't factor on the score sheet, but I still like Zeev Buium's game. He is so calm with the puck, so calm retrieving pucks, so calm playing defense. He's just really calm. It's hard to believe, looking at Zeev Buium, and I'm not just saying this to make myself feel better about the Quinn Hughes trade, it's hard to believe that he is only 20 years old. So, that's another thing that I liked for sure was a play Zeev Buium. Also like the Canucks penalty kill, going 4 for 4, killing off all 4 of Ranger opportunities. Demko's a big part of that, obviously. And then 3 of those power plays, I think, were in the first period. So, good start to the game in the first period. Evander Kane scoring a minute and a half in, and then killing off three power plays. By the way, before I get to what I didn't like, so those are a lot of things that I liked, and I just like the Canucks beating JT Miller. It's awesome. It's awesome, and I know a lot of people weren't sure why they chose Miller over Petey. They both have bloated contracts now. So like when you look at Miller's contract, it's not great. Remember we signed him that big contract a couple summers ago. So we'll see how that one ages in New York. But New York, it's funny. They got like good players like Miller, Panarin, Zibanejad, Lafreniere. But wasn't that a boring game? Maybe I should say that for what I didn't like. But that was a pretty boring game to watch, even if it was a Canucks win. Drew already making friends with donations, which is awesome. So shout out to Drew with the $2 donation. Absolutely beautiful goal by Kane. It was good. He showed really good hands, good patience. He actually even said that he's played a lot against Jonathan Quick, and he knows he likes to go down that one knee. So Kane outweighed it, and it was great. Let's give some love to Drew in the chat, wasting no time in donating after becoming a member. Thank you. And then Skytrain Alfred also with the donation.
3, 2, 1.
Skytrain Alfred does confirm with a $2 donation that it's the first back-to-back win since Dallas and Chicago back-to-back in October. Well, we beat Dallas way back in October, so 2 months between back-to-back wins. That is not good. But what is good is Skytrain Alfred's donation. So let's give Alfred some love in the chat as well. Who's the next captain? I talked about this actually a couple days ago on my stream, and I put out Myers, Besser, or Petey as the options. Lefty thinks it's going to be Tyler. Tyler Myers on Pave says Miller's not playing well. I agree. Drew Hypo Connor. Love it, Irvin. Let's move on to what I didn't like. Didn't like the fact that we got 3 shots in the first period despite having the only goal. Didn't like the fact that we only got 17 shots in the entire game. Didn't like the fact that we only went 0 for 2 on the 0 for 2 on the power play is not brutal, because if you think a good power play is 25%, if that's really 1 for 4. So 0 for 2, you can even get away with 0 for 3, but by the time you get to the 4th power play, you should score a goal, right? That's 25%. However, you don't want to start off every game, if you don't get to 4 goals and you don't get your power play goal by percentage wise, you don't want it to be 0 for 2, 0 for 3, over 2, over 2, over 1, over 3. And you never want to not have a power play goal at all, right? It should be like 0 for 2, then the next game should be 1 for 3 or 1 for 2. If you follow what I mean, you gotta still get 1 out of every 4 when it spreads over games. Anyways, so 0 for 2, they didn't get a lot of power plays. Maybe they gotta drive more play because there was, remember there a time where they were out shooting, maybe it was in California, but they were out shooting their opponent. Now we've gone back to, it's weird. It's like when Demko plays, they don't outshoot their opponent, but because they have a lot of confidence in Demko. They don't do that on purpose, obviously, but I think that's just a psychological thing for sure. So I don't like the fact that we only got 17 shots on goal and only 3 in the first period. Looking at the box score, you can't really complain. Fourth line, sometimes fourth line get only 6 or 7 minutes. Ohgren only got 7:15. Carlson got 8:19, and Sasson got 9:25. Everyone else got over 10 minutes. So I can't really complain about deployment. I can't really complain about the game itself. The only thing maybe I could complain about is why Drew, not Dynasty, but why Drew O'Connor is still playing center when you have Atiratu just sitting there. Now, maybe when you look at it totally in the whole, maybe Atiratu is not one of the 12 best forwards, and that's their thinking, right? Because then Reichel's not playing, Baines isn't playing, Lekkerimäki's not playing, so who would you actually bring out of this lineup? I guess Carlson would be the next up, right? Because obviously you're not the first line of Rossi, Besser, and DeBrusk, you're not touching them. Second line of Hoglander, Garland, and Kampf, you're probably not touching them. Kampf isn't great offensively, but he does a lot of good things defensively. Then your third line of O'Connor, Sherwood, and Kane, you're not taking any of those guys out. And your fourth line was Sasson, Sasson, Carlson, and Ohgren. So if Ratu comes in, who does he come for? Is it Carlson? And then don't forget, Petey's on his way back too, so someone's going to have to come out anyways. Interesting stuff. So yeah, hardly anything that I didn't like about last night's game. Don't like the fact that P's not playing, but we obviously wanted him to be healthy. One other thing is I'll stop. It's only been 2 games, and I'll stop making it a life after Quinn Hughes. But I am cheering for Hughes, not necessarily for the Wild, but I like Hughes, and I haven't stopped liking him just because he got traded. But these new guys, we've always talked about how the return was really good, probably as good as the Canucks could do. But these new guys are playing really well, and they've just brought some new energy, a freshness to the team. We'll see how much the Canucks continue to rebuild versus now. That's 2 wins in a row. Imagine if they rattle off a couple more and they sneak into within 3 or 4 points of the wild card. Then does that change the Canucks brass thinking? Well, we can worry about it another time. But the one other thing right now is, and I'll try not to keep using this, but while they're doing it, I might as well. The 3 new players are very impressive. Zeb Buiam, mature beyond his years for sure. Liam Ohgren, a little bit of a spark plug. He, with a nice goal yesterday, showing his speed. And Marco Rossi, he hasn't factored on the score sheet yet, but he has shown his hockey IQ, his work ethic, his pedigree. So I really like all 3 players that we got in the Minnesota trade, and I'm not going to apologize for saying that. Finally, what they said. First, it was Thatcher Demko. Obviously, he talked about he's feeling good in the crease. He didn't necessarily say the Canucks played well, because that would be a lie. They're okay. But he did say that they did what they needed to, kept shots on the outside, make sure he can see shots, and he felt really good about his game overall. Then they talked to Evander Kane. It's weird. The clip I saw in the YouTube highlight, they must have clipped it, because I saw somewhere where he talked about, or maybe it was on TV. Oh, it was on TV where he was interviewed by Dan Murphy, where he said that he knows that Jonathan Quick likes one of his go-to moves is that one pad down, so he went around him. That's what he said on TV. That makes sense. But overall, he said that the new guys have adjusted well, and that that the Canucks are playing okay, and that hopefully they can make it another win or 2 in a row. It's funny on TV with Dan Murphy. He said Murphy made a joke like, "Is that the first time?" It's nice that the linesman is on your side for once. And Evander Kane said maybe the first time in his career. So I thought that was pretty funny. And then they, of course, I always wind up with Adam Foote. And Adam Foote, he said that Petey's close. He talked about a bit about the new guys again, talked about Thatcher Demko, talked about their better penalty kill and how a guy like David Kampf helps with that. It took a while for him to learn the new system, the Canuck system. So overall, Foot was, you can tell he's still reeling from last Friday's news, but he must be happy with the 2 wins. So that's a bit about what they said. I will finish off. Let's do the comments up to now, and then I'll do my mid-show sponsor read and then do more comments. Never doubt lefty all-around words when it comes to the Vancouver Canucks. Yes, we need more shots. I thought Miller had a good game last night. He was definitely buzzing around the net for sure. Didn't like that the fact that our tank is floundering. Well, Demko's the anti-tank commander for sure. Alfred, you sound surprised. 14th in the league at 20%, so it's 1 out of every 5 technically. Kampf sets out. Carlson has been quietly making good passes and things out there. Yeah, but do you sit Kampf? That's a good question. Morning, Rosie. They can alternate those 2 players. Oh, Kampf and Carlson, you mean? Yesterday in postgame, Foot talked about Kampf being used to toilet bowl PK. It is being used to toilet bowl PK. Euphemism for something. It must. I don't know about you, but when I think about toilet bowl, I think about swirling. This is going to sound gross, but no, maybe Kampf came from a system where the forwards swirl. I don't know. Tilapia, now Filipino. Now we have Zabuya. What's that? I don't even know what that is. I have to ask Gail. Buyam. What's a Zabuya? Sort of means aggressive penalty killing, 3 back around the net, 1 aggressively playing up top with all players swirling like water in a toilet. Yeah. Very good. Thank you. The Canucks Filipino tour. There are a bunch of Swedes. Why not add the Filipinos to the multicultural melting pot that is the Vancouver Canucks? Let's go to my mid-show sponsor read. I start by thanking my primary sponsor, Jason Lim of Van City Experts.
Thank you to my channel sponsor, Jason Lim of Van City Experts Real Estate. At Van City Experts, their experience, knowledge, and expertise can serve you well in navigating through the real estate market and will help you to choose the best home or condo in the greater Vancouver area that best suits your and your family's needs.
Shout out to my secondary sponsors. The first one is Gassy Jack Art, creator of this wonderful artwork that you see behind me in my home studio. Please check them out at GassyJackArt.com. We have Mulligan Golf Company, mlgngolf.com for all your golfing apparel and accessories. And thank you to Vessi Footwear. Use the link tinyurl.com/VessiClay. Receive a free pair of socks off your next purchase of Vessi shoes. Thanks to everyone who's purchased Canuck Clay merch. You can do so at canuckclay.threadless.com. Thanks to everyone. Reminder how you can get involved today. Subscribe to the channel. Like the video. Leave a donation like Drew and Alfred have done. You can buy your own gift a membership, buy your own membership, upgrade your membership, use your monthly membership message. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, no, I don't post these ones on podcasts. I keep forgetting that when I get there. And then my shows this week. So I have an open mic tonight at 11. I have a regular CCC tomorrow. Maybe do open mic tomorrow too. If tonight goes well. And then when the Canucks play on Friday night, I have a Clay M Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Still not sure if I'm going to continue these going forward. I like chatting with all of you. I like chatting with the many of you that are not coming to my night shows, but these shows are pretty early and I'm not a morning person, but we'll keep on keeping on. All right. 10 minutes of your questions and comments. Oh, it means onion. Sibuyus. All right. I'll practice that. I hope I get into CFAX. They have a contest to win Tina Turner tribute tickets if you sing a Tina song. Sweet. Proud Mary coming up if I get through CFAX. Good luck, Lefty. That's awesome. Rolling on the road. Okay, that's why I'm not going to. Very good. Unpaved says nighttime is better. Do you come to the nighttime shows, Unpaved? I often see you chatting in the morning shows. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy to see you on any show, but nighttime is definitely bigger, but it doesn't, 11 p.m. Pacific doesn't work for absolutely everyone. All right, friends, there are 15 of you in here on YouTube, another 30 or so, 40 or so watching on X. Actually the X, I don't think that's accurate. I think that's a cumulative total that people have kind of clicked on. Regardless, would love to know your thoughts. Your thoughts on last night's game. Well, they say 40 on on X. I don't think that's right. Anyway, what are your thoughts about last night's game or thoughts overall on the way this team is trending? Oh, you're on that night as well. That's awesome on Pave. Thank you. Does it worry you that they might try to do a rush rebuild? A little bit, because I could let's say the Canucks rattle off 2 or 3 more wins. I could easily see them trying to, maybe it's too flippant or too easy for me to say that they'll just try and retool on the fly, because Patrick Johnson did do a really good interview with Rutherford, and Rutherford's, I got the impression from the article that Rutherford is indeed committed to a true and proper rebuild. So does it worry you a little bit that they might do a rush? A little bit, but not as much as in the past, because if the time to do it, it's now. But interesting that, there are people saying trade Thatcher Demko before his 3-year extension kicks in. And then that's a lot of money, but you can get some assets for him too. Goalies are always undervalued. You don't get a lot in the market, but you can still get something. I don't know. We'll see. Good morning, Doodle Hockey. Good morning, Jacob. I love it when content creators are here. Everyone here, if you're not already subscribed, make sure you go give Jacob Doodle Hockey a follow, a subscribe, a sub for sure. Jackie says you should have traded EP4. What do you mean me? You think I'm part of the team? There were a well-documented Carolina offer that was out there. So we'll see if that happens. He's got a no movement clause, but those can be negotiated. Who gets traded first, Sherwood or Demko? It'll be Sherwood for sure. You have to trade Sherwood, and you don't have to trade Demko. Unpaved says keep Demko. Does Rutherford taking over the Hughes trade give you Big Brother, hey, beat this level for me video game vibes? Yeah, maybe Alvin and Rutherford just decided that it was so fundamental. It was so, pivotal to the Canucks' future that they wanted Rutherford and all of his experience. Because remember, just because Rutherford is the president, he's got great GM experience. So maybe they worked on it together, but Rutherford was the one doing all the calls with Guerin. Yeah, but I'm not alarmed by it. I'm sure Alvin was doing other stuff at the same time and sharing his input. So, yeah, but that's a good way of putting it. Due to hockey, you may have KJ, but leave Silly alone. You may have KJ, but leave Silly alone. I have no clue what you're talking about. Oh, Sillinger. Would it mean what would it mean if the Canucks don't trade Sherwood? He potentially walks for nothing? Yeah, I don't see the Canucks signing him. If he wants $5 million or whatever for 5 years, I don't see the Canucks doing that. They shouldn't do that. I shouldn't say they shouldn't do it, but that's a lot of money, and you got to be careful with your money, despite the salary cap going up. But yeah, you're right. If they don't trade him, there's only 2 options: that he walks away for nothing, or that he signs. Exactly. Potential. Everyone in Buffalo is for sale. Who would you want? Well, I don't know if we need Rasmus Dahlin now that we have Zev Buyam, but that would be my first. Owen Power's a righty, right? Would you want Owen Power? Maybe. Is Owen Power righty or lefty? I should know that. You guys tell me. I've always liked Tage Thompson. Let's see. I want to see who else is on the Buffalo franchise. All franchises, Buffalo Sabres. Get stats. Let's go. Okay. Buffalo. Yeah. Thompson and Tuck. I think Tuck would bring a much added element of size and grittiness to our team. And of course, I like Dahlin. Benson's good too. Wow, they have Byram and Power. That's good. I'll take any of those 3 defensemen. I'm more in the Kent Johnson angle anyway. Very good. Lekkeraki, Ogren's old lineman, Osland. Yeah, that would be great to reunite all 3. I don't know if Lekkeraki and Ogren's career trajectory are going to be the same though. And I've also heard a lot of talk like you could actually put Ohgren down in Abbotsford and let him marinate with or let him get top 6 minutes down in Abbotsford. You're right. Sherwood's trade value is probably at this peak in October, November. It's probably dipped a little bit. So maybe they kind of hope he picks his play up once again. I don't know, but I still think he will get traded. Clay, the biggest debate by far we're having on the channel right now is what to do with Ohgren. Keep him up and call up Lek, or send him down, dominate the AHL with Lek, and call up after trade deadline. Yeah, I have no problem with that. I was just talking about already, Ratu can't get in the lineup. Drew O'Connor is playing center because the 12 forwards ahead of him might be better. But Ohgren would be, because of his age, might be a candidate to get sent down. And then you got to make room for Petey coming in the lineup as well. You're right. He only got 7 minutes last night despite scoring, and he did play very well. Yeah, we'll see. It's early. I think the Canucks coaching staff is still trying to figure out what they have in him. Some scouts like Ohgren more than Lekkerimäki in the draft. Absolutely. I heard, was it on Harrison Price that Cam Robertson was saying that some prospect things had him as high as 8th in their draft rankings, and Lekkerimäki got picked at 15th, as we know. NHL draft. I just want to see really quickly in that year. In that year, Slavkovsky went 1, Nemec went 2, Cooley went 3, Wright went 4, Gauthier went 5, Jiricek, Korchinski, Kasper, Savoie, and Mintakov. 11 was Geeky, 12 was Matejchuk, 13 was Nazar, 14 was McGroarty. Okay, so interesting. Lekkerimäki went 15 to Vancouver. Ostlund went 16 to Buffalo. And then Ohgren went 19 to Minnesota. So the 3 Swedes went 15, 16, and then 19. Interesting. Dave Hall is very high on Ohgren. Very good. And you know what I'm high on? Brian Blingy Choi bringing the hype. Wow, 20 memberships from Brian.
And he got it! Who do you think you are? I am!
So first and foremost, thank you, Brian, for the generosity. That it's $100 donation, 20 times 5. 20 people getting franchise memberships thanks to Brian. So thank you, Brian, all the way from Hong Kong. You are awesome. Let's give some love to Brian in the chat. The second thing is, I don't even know there's 20 people to give memberships to, because apparently, according to YouTube, there's 20 people in here, but many of them are members already. And I thought you have to be in here to get a membership, and YouTube does it based on their algorithm. So what? Let's read who gets them. See how many there is. C. Jensen, Mizu, Ice, Pixelated, Craighead, Ian Craighead, so that's 5. Clutch and Grab, 6. Tucker, 7. Aish Kapuri, 8. James Tao, my YouTube consultant, 9. Nux Fan, 10. Justin Arcobo. Well, they're finding people to give these memberships to. Does that mean there are more people in here? This is weird, but I'm not complaining. Tristan, Cosmic Dragon, Brody, Jew Oliveira, Mostly Wasabi, Man Ray Lemons, Braden Coots, and HK Peak. Wow. So that's really interesting. That's 20. Thank you, Brian. That is awesome. I'm so grateful for you. But none of those people are showing up on the participants list except for Braden Coots. But then someone like Unpaved and Leah, who are here, didn't get one. So again, YouTube hands them out. It's not up to me. Maybe you don't have membership gifting on. Regardless, thank you, Brian. Let's give Brian some love in the chat. That is absolutely massive. And welcome to all new members. I appreciate all of you being here. That is great. Having him on my channel this week. Who? Ohgren? Oh, no. Dave Hall. That's great. Awesome. Does chemistry in the Olympics mean anything in the NHL down the road? I somewhat see parallels of Ohgren and Lekkerimäki that they did in the past with the Sedins. No, I don't think Olympic chemistry leads to NHL chemistry. I really don't. NHL chemistry can lead to Olympic chemistry, but not vice versa, because, rarely are they playing on the same team. Hey, Braden Coots, Thanks for taking a break from trying to make the Canadian team. No, it can go to everyone. Oh, so they don't have to be in the show. Is that what you're saying? You weren't even on YouTube. Oh, interesting. So they don't have to be in the stream. Gotcha. Thank you. So did you, Braden, actually let me know, just as I wrap up here, did you get notified on your phone and then you popped in to see what the heck, whose stream am I getting a membership to? That's cool. That's cool. It can go anywhere as long as they have it enabled. Thank you guys. I should know this stuff and still got it. I'm in here and didn't get, I know, Leah, that's so weird. That's weird. Do you have membership gifting turned on your channel? Excited for Friday because of Islanders or something else? Hey, Ryan, nice to see you. Yes, I know, Unpaved and Leah, you're the two that I was surprised didn't get it. But again, YouTube hands them out. Yes, you should get another chance in the NHL. Howdy. Hello. Oh, chat bots. Oh, they're not even real? Well, Braden Coots is real. The rest of them, yeah, obviously I want some of those names are real, like James and Braden. We'll see. Wow. It's a morning, but it doesn't stop Dino from doing the massive dono.
3, 2, 1.
So thank you, Dino, for the massive dono. Dino and Mother Mena with a $28 donation. So we had $100 from Swervin Irvin. Sorry, $100 from Brian Blingy Choi and another $28 from Dino. Awesome. Thank you for your generosity. Let's give Dino and Mena some love in the chat. Braden was practicing. Had to tell my coach. All right, we can keep this going for as long as you want. If you are the real Braden Coots, thank you. I have a feeling that it's not though. So everyone can get a membership except Taylor Betts. Yeah, it's too bad that she hasn't got one. How do you turn on? If someone can explain to Unpaved how to turn membership gifting on, it's got to be a setting somewhere. I don't know because I haven't done it. So if someone can do that, that would be great. And yeah, you're so welcome. Thank you, Dino and Mena. Okay, friends, got to wrap up now. It's 8:18. Got to get going. Moderators, thank you for keeping this a safe and respectful place. Members, that's legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Carol Bovlander, legendary Brian Blingy Choi, who drops the big dono, legendary Swervin Irvin, legendary Tom Hoglander, legendary Andrew Chang. Thank you for your support. Thanks to the support of Hall of Fame and franchise members as well. And thanks to all of you for watching, liking, and subscribing. On your way out, you can subscribe. It's Jacob. Yeah. Oh, you're not the real Braden Coots. Okay. You can subscribe. You can like the video. You can leave a donation on your way out. And thanks again to my sponsors, Van City Experts Real Estate, Gassy Jack Art, and Mulligan Golf Company. And thank you for everyone being so generous tonight. More than it's weird. We only had a third of the people today than last night, but very generous this morning. Welcome to Drew, who became a franchise member. Then we had Drew donating. We had Alfred donating. We had Brian Blingy Choi gifting 20 memberships. And we had Dino with the big dono. Add it all up. And the winner of today's leaderboard is Dino with 1125. Unfortunately, membership gifting doesn't get you on this board. Otherwise, Brian would be winning. Skytrain Alfred comes in second with 175. Swervin Irvin third at 150. Drew fourth at 125. And then a bunch of you with 75 points. James didn't get... I thought I saw your name, James, in the 20. Oh, maybe not. That is weird. Yeah, I don't know how YouTube does it. Oh yeah, James, I don't see your name. That's true. Yeah. I don't know, random or not random. One of the great mysteries of life. Okay, friends, as Unpaved says, have a nice day. And if you're around tonight at 11 p.m., I will be doing open mic on this channel, Clay's Canucks Commentary, open mic at 11 p.m. So thanks for being here, everyone. Have a great day. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Did I tell you recently that my car broke down between the marina and the Hallmark store? Yeah, my car broke down in a weird place, right between the marina and the Hallmark store. I was stuck between a dock and a card place. God bless, and go Canucks go. Booyah.